Okay.
Yep.
What is your name and what is your relationship with Frogtown and Rondo?
I'm Jaralyn Roberts, and I grew up in this area, so all over. I would say all over Rondo, in different places, but I grew up.
My name is Benny Roberts, and I'm a Rondo family, the Hill family, which is the kindergarten in Central, and love this neighborhood.
Okay, so what is something in the neighborhood that makes it unique?
Something that I think the history in itself, and I think the story of Rondo and just the beauty of it. I think a lot of times folks who live here don't know the history, and so it's easy to kind of bring in all these new things without honoring the history of Rondo. But it's such a beautiful and unique story. And so for me, like that's something that stands out about the community.
Yeah, for me to piggyback off of that, it's the history of resilience within the community. That a lot of the things that are new ideas and ways to improve the community were already present before. Before like eminent domain and Highway 94 going through and disrupting the community. We had excellence here already. We had minority-owned businesses, churches, schools, things like that were present. So it's exciting to see with the new diversity in the community how it's continuing to evolve and how the community is uniting and wrapping around like what they can do and contribute to make the community successful.
And how do you guys feel about how it's been changing since you've lived here?
I would say for me, just in Rondo in general, I think it's beautiful that it is diverse. I think, like I said before, like folks don't know the history, and so like when you don't know the history, it's very easy to want to change things, right? It's very easy to want to think you're bringing new innovation, like he said. And so I just noticed that within the community, as a change, it's great. But I would like to see more of the history being brought alongside of the new innovation. But I do love how diverse it is. But yeah, I would say as it's changing, I would like to see the history brought along more so and told more than it is now.
For me, what I'd like to see more of is more ownership from people that have had a historic stake in the community. As well as those who are entering the community. I'm in love with the diversity. I love the fact that you come down here, there's thriving businesses and restaurants and things like that here. It's cool to see some of the buildings we rededicated or some of the streets named after people that have contributed here. So to Jaralyn's point, it'd be cool to see that leaders in this community that have put a lot of work and effort here for a long time, for decades, to be honored and to have a prominent voice within the community too. I think that's the best way diversity works is when my leaders become your leaders and your leaders become mine as well.
And what does affordable housing look like and sound like now? Like from a price point standpoint?
Yeah, I would say taking whatever the minimum wage is going to be and saying, can a person afford to live right in the community? And if not, then that's not affordable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not even just afford it. Can a person have ownership in the community?
There you go.
Because typically what happens in a community like this, that if you don't own anything, it's not yours. You can't influence it, you can't control it. So
or build wealth.
To build wealth, yeah, and you can't pass wealth on. So there's not a lot of generational wealth in this community. So if that can be attained through the minimum wage here, then I think that's success. Otherwise, it's just delayed destruction. So
affordable housing to me is being able to have an opportunity to start building wealth through the housing. Yeah.